You know that feeling when you're trying to concentrate, but your mind is just everywhere? Well, what if I told you there's an ancient prayer that's basically a masterclass in focus? Today, we're going to unpack a beautiful piece of devotional poetry. And here's the thing, it's not about asking for stuff, it's about asking for a new way to see. So let's dive in and see how it works. All right, so this is it. This is the heart of the whole thing. This one line is repeated over and over, kind of like a mantra or like the heartbeat of the entire hymn. It's the anchor, you know? Everything else in the poem comes back to this one single request. So what does that phrase Nayana Patagami actually mean? It's so much deeper than just, hey, let me see you. It's really asking, become the path that my eyes walk on. Think about that for a second. It's asking for the divine to be the only thing in your line of sight, the only destination for your gaze. It's literally a prayer for absolute, unwavering focus. Okay, so how does this hymn actually help you achieve that focus? Well, it's brilliant, really. It builds this incredibly detailed image in your mind, one little piece at a time. It's like it's painting a picture with words, giving your mind's eye something concrete and beautiful to lock onto. So, the painting begins, and it starts with a really classic symbol. The first brushstroke in this mental picture is a flute, held in the deity's hand. And that's not just an instrument, right? It's a symbol of divine harmony and creation. It sets the tone immediately. Then, the next detail clicks into place. On his head, an iconic peacock feather. This adds another layer, a symbol of beauty and divinity. You can see the image starting to get clearer, more defined with each new detail. The hymn keeps going, moving down to the clothing. It describes this vibrant silk cloth worn at the waist, adding rich color and texture to this growing portrait in our minds. And this is where the image stops being just a static picture and really comes alive. The description shifts from objects to action, to this gentle, compassionate glance from the corner of the eye. Now it's not just an image, it has a real presence. And to finish it off, the verse puts this whole complete picture in its proper setting. This living, breathing figure is placed in the celestial home of Vrindavan, always engaged in these divine, playful pastimes. The picture is complete. So you've just built this whole incredible image in your head. And then what? Bam! The prayer brings you right back to that central plea. After giving the mind this perfect object to focus on, it hammers home that core desire. Lord, please become the path of my eyes. Okay, so from that really intimate portrait, the hymn suddenly zooms out. It goes from a single figure to this huge, majestic scene. It's like the camera pulls back to reveal the whole divine family and their incredible surroundings. And the setting, it's absolutely epic. We're talking about a grand palace shining like gold, right on the shore of a vast ocean. This is no simple home. This is a place of major cosmic importance. And right there, in the middle of this incredible palace, you see the whole family. It's not just Lord Jagannath alone. It's him, his powerful older brother, Balabhadra, and their sister, Subhadra, right there between them. But here's the thing that makes this place so important. The hymn tells us that this is where all the other gods and celestial beings come just for the chance to serve. This isn't just a palace, it's the center of the divine universe. And you guessed it. After painting this massive cosmic picture, it brings it all right back home. Back to that personal, simple, and intimate request to see clearly. So let's talk about that repetition for a second. It's not just lazy writing, right? It's the whole engine of the hymn. It acts like a focal point, constantly pulling your wandering mind back to the center. It's what gives it its meditative power. The first time you hear the line, it kind of sets the stage. It's like, okay, this is what we're here for, focus. It states the intention loud and clear. But then you hear it again, and each time it gets stronger. It builds and builds, like a chant that's gaining momentum, getting deeper and more concentrated with every repetition. And the whole point, what it's all leading to, is for that one line to just take over, to fill up your entire awareness until all the other noise, all the other distractions are drowned out. All that's left is the prayer and its object. Okay, so what does all this mean for us, right now? We might not be ancient devotees, but the core message here is totally universal. It's all about the power of what we choose to focus on.
When you really break it down, this hymn is basically a user's manual for meditation. It teaches you to pick a target for your focus, build a super clear picture of it, and then use repetition, sound, to keep your mind from wandering. It's an ancient masterclass in concentration, for sure.
And that leaves us with a really powerful question, one that goes way beyond the specific prayer. We live in a world that is just screaming for our attention from a million different directions. This hymn is a reminder that we actually have a choice in the matter. We get to decide what we see. So the question to you is, what are you going to put in the path of your eyes?